Hi, Film Addicts. Welcome to the show. Today we have amazing guests for you today. We have double guests. We have David Hill and Lamar Seay. They are the owners of VYRE, a Black-owned free streaming platform with over 12,000 films downloaded in 181 countries. Let's find out more about their company and what they've been up to. Let's welcome Dave and Lamar to the show. Hi, Dave. Hi, Lamar.
Hey, how are you doing?
It's so lovely to have you on the show today.
Yes, thank you for having us. Definitely.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, so I want to talk about this really cool name, VYRE. Like you told me, was like fire, but VYRE. So who came up with the name?
Yeah. We had before we started VYRE, we had a company called Viral Music Media, and we were looking to shorten it a little, get something that's a bit catchier. And there was just one of the names that came up with. I forgot who specifically said. I think it was somebody that was in our office. But Dave had the idea to keep it something that's 4 letters, so that for future purposes for when we go public, because that was his idea the whole time. So yeah, it came from a previous company that we had, and we just kind of finagled it and made it work.
Yeah, and you guys are currently public, so can people trade and go buy some stocks and stuff?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I love that. So what's your ticker symbol?
The ticker symbol is CAPV.
To confuse everyone, right? Wait, C as in cat, did you say?
C as in cat, A as in apple, P as in Paul, V as in Victor. But the name change is going through, so we're working with FINRA right now to change the name to VYRE, VYRE. But if you Google VYRE, it'll come up everywhere on every platform: Bloomberg, MSNBC, Yahoo Finance, Schwab, E-Trade, all of the places where you can actually just go ahead and buy some shares.
What about like Robinhood and Public and a Webull?
Currently, right now, we're not on there yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not on Robinhood. Once we uplist, we're working to uplist the company onto the NASDAQ. We're on the OTC market right now, but once we uplist onto the market, then we'll be able to be on like Robinhood and everything like that, the second tier trading platform.
Oh, great. Then so
right now it's just places like sorry to cut you off. Right now it's just places like TD Ameritrade and those bigger companies,
Charles Schwab, like
Fidelity and so on. Yeah, Schwab.
Oh, that's great. And so it's OTC. And also, I'm going to put you guys on Girls Guide to Investing Network. So I'm going to welcome the moguls. Hi, moguls. Welcome on in, because we've got entertainment. We've got a publicly traded corporation here. So I'm going to ask you, Lamar and Lamar and Dave, where are we recording with you today? Where are y'all at in the world?
I'm in Hollywood. Yeah, he's in Hollywood. I'm in San Francisco right now visiting my in-laws. But yeah, we're both based out of LA.
Yeah, and y'all are owners of this company. So I want everyone to know that, right? And you're partners and owners of VYRE Network.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
exactly, yeah.
So we're going to have to ask you, like, where did you grow up and how did you guys meet?
Well, I grew up in New Jersey. Dave grew up in Philly, like not far from where I grew up. Yeah. We met actually through my brother, who did some interviews for Dave and a magazine that we ended up changing into one of our channels, which called True Magazine. So my brother was doing some interviews for him, some camera work and stuff like that. And we met, actually, first time I met Dave was at his wedding. And that was a long time ago, 2011 or something like that. But yeah, we're both from the East Coast. We're both transplants living over here, and you kind of made our way around California. Yeah.
That's wonderful. So when you were a little kid, what are one of your favorite films growing up?
Scarface.
Scarface as a little kid? What?
Yeah. Just got right.
Wow, growing up, I don't even know. Probably
now. Scarface and Indiana Jones for me.
Probably Kill Bill.
I wanted to be Kill Bill.
Yeah, probably Kill Bill is one of my favorites.
As a kid, I had nightmares after watching that movie.
Yeah, for me, Indiana Jones. Every Indiana Jones film I've watched it a billion times.
Oh yeah, Indiana Jones. That's like a fun adventure. Like, kind of reminds me of like adult Goonies, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So Dave's in his house call walking around like, hey, you looking at me? You looking at me? Your parents are like probably go, yeah, wash the dishes. So you guys met together at the wedding. And did you want to go into film or TV, or were you actors, or how do you get interested in?
We were in music with the print and digital magazines that Dave started back in about 99, and then I came on board in about 2011 when I came out to LA. But we were in music for the most part. And then, we just kind of, there were a lot of companies a lot of companies asking us for our content from our magazine. And so we were like, hey, let's start our own and bring all of our relationships from music over to film.
That's smart. That's really wise. Yeah. Why be the middleman, right?
Exactly.
You got to be the innovator, Tesla mind, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's go a little bit over this, because you guys interviewed a lot of people, right? I want to first of all, I want to go over Dave. You had a media company, and you had 4 national magazines, and you also did work with Kanye West, Jay-Z, Swedish House Mafia, Rihanna, Travis Barker, Justin Timberlake, and amazing brands like Absolute Vodka, True Religion, Ed Hardy, Red Bull. I mean, just almost every big name in the world. So, do you have any fun stories about those interviews or anything you want to share?
Yeah, Kanye was really unique. KRS-One said my writer is hip hop. He's the next generation of what hip hop was, and actually he was absolutely right. The backpacker, turning music inside out, which would be kind of Kanye West. A lot of photo shoots, a lot of different stories that I definitely won't get into, but we had a whole lot of fun doing those photo shoots, doing those events, doing those time period. Actually, that time helped us build to what we have right now, and the relationships that we have right now for us to grow so fast within years with VYRE. Those time periods was the foundation of what we have today.
That's amazing. Yeah. And then Lamar Seay, who has a very cool name. I love it. You're a visionary leader, entrepreneur, connector, producer, industry executive. That's a big creator. And you were an accountant in the U.S. Marines. Thank you for serving.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a awesome experience. Actually, taught me that I didn't want to do accounting.
It's good to know what you don't want to do.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I told my recruiter that I wasn't going to go in unless I got something I can use on the outside, because I knew I wasn't going to do like 20 years. So, accounting was the closest thing that I could do where I could translate to the outside world.
Yeah, it's all about like the money, paying people and receiving the money. And then I kind of remember like Elvis went into, the army a little bit, and kind of gives you that extra like professionalism, being on time and running things like a machine, like, getting things done. So, yeah.
Exactly.
And then you were subcontracting companies for MySpace, the Hollywood Reporter, Nielsen, and Law Office throughout LA. And then that's when you were appointed to chief editor of True Magazine. And you also produced television shows for multiple media outlets, with major music artists and magazine issues. So you've done so much. Do you want to share anything about the TV shows you produced or any fun stories?
The majority of it was with True magazine, which Dave and I was working on before. Story wise, let's see. I don't know any good stories that I could tell. Well, Dave always tells the 2 Chainz story. That was actually my first in-person interview. Was an artist called 2 Chainz, who was like really, really bubbling and hot at the time. It's probably like 2011, 2012 or so. And I just kind of winged it the whole interview. And from there, it just, it just went up. I remember the first interview I'd done by phone was an artist named DJ Drama, or a DJ named DJ Drama. And I remember doing that on my lunch break while I was working at some law firm downtown Los Angeles. And that kind of just like had me hooked from there pretty much.
Yeah, it's amazing how a lot of people have to juggle working at a job and then going after their artistic passion until that turns into a business and money for them. So you did it. Congratulations. And it went well, obviously.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And then
it's been a long time coming for us.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then so we want to get into VYRE Network. So there's 3 operational divisions. You have distribution, which everyone's looking for distribution these days, especially indie filmmakers, live stream, which is big right now, and studios and productions. And there's 18 channels, which are including sports, and everyone loves sports, football, boxing, documentaries, then music like hip hop, R&B, pop, and EDM, then lifestyle, cooking and travel, family and comedy, Vasool TV, which is Hindi, and Español, it's Español TV Spanish, are your international based channels. And you also have VYRE Africa, VYRE Asia, VYRE Brazil, which is launching shortly. So you guys have been working extremely hard on your streaming platform. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we have about 14 channels total. Right now our sports channel is really heavy. We have our own women's football league that's the biggest in the world, like pro football, tackle football. And we just signed the Big 3 League, which is Ice Cube's basketball league. So we distribute that internationally, and then half of the season domestically in the States. And our own boxing channel also, where we do between like 5 and 10 live stream boxing, pro boxing matches per month.
Wow.
So that's kind of our kicker right now. And that's what everybody loves to watch right now at the moment.
The boxing you said?
All 3, just the sports channel in general. We just ended the WNFC season, our women's football league. The season just ended about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
They had a championship game in Dallas, and we're about halfway through the Big 3 season.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, because boxing is really popular. We'll have to talk about some boxing because my friend has a unscripted TV pilot, so I'll have to talk to you about that. Yeah. So what about
nice.
your
Nice. Okay.
And then like what other you want to go over some other channels so people that are listening are like, I want to go check out that because it's free.
Yeah,
so how did they go sign up and stream and watch it? Did they just type in VYRE.com, or how do they, check out what's streaming?
Any phone or TV, like if you were downloading Hulu or anything else. So we're on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, iOS, Android, and smart TVs. So anywhere, pretty much that you can download Netflix and Hulu, you can go search and download us for. So we have some of the other channels. We have a comedy channel, Unnecessary Humor, which Donnell Rollins is one of our advisors on the channel. Of course, our Spanish channel that you mentioned. We have a lifestyle channel, which is like food, travel, that sort of stuff. We also have an LGBTQ channel. We have R&B channel and pop channel as well. And what else? We have a relaxation channel. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And like you said, right now we're about to launch those 3 international channels next quarter.
That's fantastic. Congratulations. Yeah, because people love content, especially if it's good content or there's personalities or good music, good stories. You know, that's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the purpose of that was making sure that, you know, indie content creators and filmmakers have an outlet for distribution without, you know, jumping through hoops, without the agents and you know, the red tape around the products and stuff like that. People saying you can shoot this, you can't put this out, and so on. So we wanted to provide an avenue for everybody where we can, you know, integrate cultures basically through content. You know, like we can watch VYRE Africa and see what it's really like instead of what they show us about Africa, which we know is very limited. You know, what they show us versus what it really looks like over there, and you know, other continents, stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. So that's really amazing. And so do you want to talk about, are y'all so you do distribution? Are you producing anything? Are you doing any acquisitions? And if so, what's the criteria?
We are starting to produce stuff. Right now is mainly the sports, but we have a slate of probably about 25, 30 different projects, which range from like TV series, excuse me, films, other sports shows and stuff like that. And yeah, we're looking to get into, well, we're looking to start doing a comedy series, also, or a couple comedy series that we have been working on for past couple months. And also a lot of people bring us different content where we have to like yay or nay it, or Angie, actually our VP of programming, she has to, you know, yay or nay it and add it to the slate if it's something that we want to move forward with.
Oh, great. And then yeah, so and you also have some other board members, your director, Kurt Hubner, you've got your CFO Christopher Malone, and like John Dugan, your director, and you have global brands, you have so many things. So yeah, and so do you make with your global brands, do you guys do commercials, or you just work with the global brands for your channels?
Go ahead.
His name is Kurt Huber. Real great guy from Canada. John is definitely a gentleman. They are the public side of what VYRE is. You know, they help us with you know, going public and understanding and taking on that role for, you know, compliance, etc. The with the commercials, that's how we make money on VYRE. We run 30-second pre-roll and mid-roll commercials in between the content. We have advertisers such as Car Gurus, TurboTax, Reese's Pieces, Procter & Gamble, businesses, Toyota, Genesis, Stella Rose beer. It's a whole bunch of different advertisers that we have going throughout the platform.
Oh, great. And then you also do live stream. Can you share some live streams, some popular live stream shows? Like what's the most popular live streaming that people watch? Gaming or sports again?
Our live stream sports is really, really popular. You know, it's continuous. And it's free. For like the big 3. We do that every weekend. There's a 6 games for the WNFC. We was doing 5 to 6 games a weekend, football games a weekend in different cities. As far as for the concerts with our live stream, our biggest so far has been Neo. We did a couple of, because of COVID and venues wasn't allowing that many people there. We really tapped into doing live stream concerts and selling them digitally as pay-per-view experience. We've done Neo, we've did Soldier Boy. We did Trey Songz, more so on the R&B side. And then for our Spanish side, our Spanish channel, we did a gentleman named Ghetto that tapped into that Spanish market, that young market, 21 to 31 year old market, to tap into that, for get those users onto VYRE. But it's been really great. We plan on doing a whole lot more live streams coming down the line, and building the company out as a broad from that aspect.
Oh, that's fabulous. And then you were talking about the lifestyle segment. Like what's some popular shows, like cooking channels, like or craft sections?
Yeah, I don't know, Lamar, what's your favorite show on there? What's your favorite show on the lifestyle channel?
Really all of them. I like the travel shows. I like the travel shows mainly because you can experience other places, without being there, places that we've never been. So I like the travel shows we have.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it's amazing. And so if investors want to invest right now, they're just going to go over OTC market, like your Charles Schwab, your Fidelities, and then if they want to be a viewer and come over, they can just downstream your channel wherever they get the Hulu, right?
No, you can just download it just by going to VYRE. Just by going to VYRE. And just literally download it. There's a button there that says download, and you can pick any device that you have. You can go into your Play Store on your the Play Store on Google, on Androids, the Apple Store and Apple or Apple TV, Roku. You could just go ahead and search VYRE. Anywhere you search VYRE on any device, we will come up.
Yeah.
Even when you're buying stocks, you can inside your account, brokerage account. If you type in the word VYRE, we'll come up.
Yeah, I want to emphasize #1 streaming platform known for streaming culture. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that you have like some of those horror films because we're like, we're gonna be pretty soon, like Halloween's gonna be coming around. So everyone always likes scary. You got Children of the Night, you've got Chilarious, your stand-up, LA McCaber, The Perfect Pickup, that sounds really funny, The House Harker, Four Different Houses, Consequences, Amsterdam, Lurking Woods, and Blue. You have so many great films on there and TV shows on there. So you're launching these new channels, so that's going to be fantastic. And anything you want to share?
Just that it's really exciting. That was the plan from the start, was to especially like build out these international channels. So it's kind of crazy that we've never been to some of these places, but we're in that space digitally, and we can put these projects out from multiple areas. So yeah, it's just it's a good feeling to be able to provide that to the masses, because we know that there's a market that's been overlooked with indie films and projects and stuff like that, and we can fill that void.
Yeah, and I also want to mention that you just had Bernard Liu Chong, who is your international acquisitions and user experience advisor. Hello, world champions! Come on, I mean, no wonder #1 for a reason, and that your sports channel has record breaking WNFC season, so that's amazing, really amazing. Yeah, and
that's probably one of our biggest. Well, personally, one of our biggest projects that we have is the WNFC, because that's changing the game of sports pretty much, with women's football. Of course, everybody is like, hey, is it lingerie? And, it's the first question we get. We got to tell them, no, it's actual football. They got pads on, full pads on. They're hitting hard. But that league is really gaining traction, and it feels like a family pretty much to us.
Yeah, and Also, if anyone's flying, because we hit #1 in countries around the world, Film Addicts and Girls Guide to Investing, they can watch you while they're flying in the airplanes because you are available now to watch on airlines. So I love that.
Yeah, we have certain content that's on there. Mostly our lifestyle stuff, the travel, food shows, stuff like that. But we're on about a little over 58 different airlines internationally and domestically. And we're, expanding that, looking to put more content out on those avenues also.
Yeah, for your TV series, this is a really good one. The Real Greatest Showman, which you're exploring the extreme circus industry. That sounds amazing. To learn about all the animals and stuff like that. Yeah. And I wanted to congratulate you once again. I don't know if everyone heard, but you finalized the historic 7-figure multi-year exclusive media rights with the WNFC. So congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Thank you. Yeah, that's a 5-year deal with them. So we're in it for the long haul with that league, and just everybody on the staff and everything is awesome.
Yeah, well, you guys are doing an amazing job. Congratulations. There's just so many great things in store for VYRE, your network, which just, is just amazing. If there's anything you want to talk about how you went public, or real quick about how you went public, or anything like how that came about.
6 years ago,
yeah.
It was a plan for us to actually go public, for us to take something public. Mm-hmm. It was always been a pinnacle, always been like the top of the line and always in sight. Some people dream about doing some things, and we actually set out to do that. That's why we named, VYRE with 4 letters. As Lamar was saying, when we first started, it had to fit so that we can have a ticker for the name, and everything was done strategically so that we can grow to be that. We've built relationships in that world so that we can get an understanding on how to go public or what to do when you are public. And we teamed up with some great people. I think Lamar and I have that skill set to actually partner with some great people that love our journey, that believe in what we have with VYRE, and everybody wants to see this take it to the next level. And we basically all have skin in the game. I take my hats off to Kurt Huber. It was really him who actually helped make that shift for us to go public, off of a conversation. And Kurt and I have been business partners with another media, a website, for over 4 or 5 years. So understanding, having those relationships, and being in the right place. You got to get in a room. So basically, we was inside the room to be able to take our company public.
Well, that's amazing. And we're so happy to have David Hill and Lamar Seay, are owners of VYRE, a Black-owned free streaming platform that has over 12,000 films, traded publicly, and just has so many great shows on there. So do check it out. It's VYRE, like fire, but spelled VYRE. Check out some of their amazing content on their channels, including sports, football, boxing, music, hip-hop, lifestyle, cooking, and travel. Their new channel, Español TV, VYRE Africa, VYRE Asia, and VYRE Brazil. Thank you so much, David and Lamar, for being on the show today.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Thank you to our wonderful audience. Take a second to hit the 5 stars. And if you'd like to support the podcast, buy me coffee sneakies or PayPal anonymous content. Until next week, listen to our great podcast every single week